video. There will be no sweet corn history segment in this video. The presidential election of 1816 lasted from November 1st, 1816 to December 4th, 1816. There were no changes in the Electoral College since 1812, as there were still 217 electors and 109 electoral votes needed to win. President James Madison, like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson before him, chose not to run for a third term. The Democratic-Republican candidates for presidential nominee were Secretary of State James Monroe of Virginia, Secretary of the Treasury William Crawford of Georgia, Governor of New York Daniel Tompkins, and Governor of Pennsylvania Simon Snyder. Although Crawford had the strongest following, he didn't put up much of a fight with Monroe because he believed Monroe had the best chance of winning and didn't want to risk losing a position in the cabinet. Tompkins and Snyder, realizing that Monroe would probably win the nomination, dropped out before the caucus, instead choosing to run for the vice presidency. For the presidential nomination, Crawford won 54 votes at the caucus, Monroe won 65. For the vice presidential nomination, Snyder won 30 votes, Tompkins won 85. As such, the Democratic-Republican Party nominated James Monroe for president and Daniel Tompkins for vice president. The Federalists once again hoped for the Democratic-Republicans to put forward a candidate that alienated some in their party, as James Madison had in 1812. They would do as they did in 1812 and create a fusion ticket with the alienated Democratic-Republicans. However, the end of the War of 1812 made prospects of attracting Democratic Republicans bleak for the Federalists, and their nomination of the popular and respected James Monroe officially killed their chances of forming a fusion ticket. Uninterested, disorganized, and with little chances of winning the election, the Federalists simply put forward U.S. Senator Rufus King of New York. King had run as the party's vice presidential candidate in 1804 and 1808, as well as the candidate of Federalists who refused to vote for DeWitt Clinton in 1812. The Federalists also failed to put forward a vice presidential nominee. The Federalists had become widely popular in the country after the Hartford Convention, a meeting of Federalists from December 1814 to January 1815 in Hartford, Connecticut, where Federalists met to discuss their opposition to the war. A few delegates were in favor of secession from the Union, and because of these few, Americans began to think of Federalists in general as treasonous. The results: James Monroe won the election, winning 183 electoral votes from Vermont, New Hampshire, New York, Rhode Island, New Jersey, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, Virginia, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Louisiana. Monroe also won 76,592 popular votes, or 68.2% of the total. The de facto Federalist candidate, Rufus King, won only 34 electoral votes from Connecticut, Delaware, Massachusetts. King won 34,740 popular votes, or 30.9% of the total. As the Federalists failed to put forward a vice presidential nominee, many different Federalist vice presidential candidates received votes from electors. Former U.S. Senator John Eager Howard of Maryland won 22 electoral votes. Former U.S. Senator James Ross of Pennsylvania received 5 electoral votes. Chief Justice of the Supreme Court John Marshall won 4 electoral votes. And U.S. Senator Robert Goodloe Harper won 3 electoral votes. On March 4th, 1817, James Monroe was inaugurated president and Daniel Tompkins was inaugurated vice president. The election secured the demise of the Federalist Party as they lost badly and were discredited due to the Hartford Convention. Alright, that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this entertaining and informative. Check out the Discord server if you haven't. Link is in the description. And yeah, see ya.